Hello everyone. So today we'll be starting a new topic that is on pronouns. Now what are pronouns? Let's see the definition first. A pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun and also does the work of a noun. Whenever we are placing a noun in a sentence by some word, that is known as a pronoun. जब भी हम noun को place करते हैं with some word, that word is known as a pronoun. Let's see the example first. Ram is a boy. He studies in class 7th. He is a good student. Now let's see the points to remember over here and also see. Now here he. We have seen an example as the pronoun he has replaced the noun Ram. The sentences are very pleasing to read. So here he is a pronoun. इस sentence में he हो गया हमारा pronoun. Just imagine if I say Ram is a boy, Ram studies in class 7th, Ram is a good student. It looks so absurd, so weird. So we are going to replace it with nouns and we have replaced it with the word he over here. Alright. Now let's see the second point. A pronoun takes the same position as a noun in a sentence. Okay? And now we'll be studying some points that you need to remember about pronouns. Okay? So we are talking about the same position. We are talking about here also we are talking about Ram, but we have replaced Ram with the word he. That is a pronoun. Clear? Now we are going to talk about the kinds of pronoun. What are the kinds of pronoun? Now starting from a very first pronoun, personal pronouns, interrogative pronouns, relative pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, reflexive pronoun, indefinite pronoun, possessive pronouns and emphasizing pronouns. Now let's start with the personal pronouns. What are personal pronouns? Now this word personal, that is related to something very personal. Now personal pronouns indicate persons, things, animals, etc. They are used as the subject of the word. So now a very important part of personal pronouns that we are talking about persons over here. Different person, things, animal. Now it includes first person, second person and third person. Now the first person is somebody who is talking, the speaker, who is called the first person. When we are talking about the second person, who I am talking to. I am talking to you, so you will be the second person. Now the third person is I am talking about. I am talking about. So now look at the table over here. This table is very important. Now let's see. First person we always use I. Now let's take an example. I need to talk. I is a first person. Now if I say I need to talk to you. Now second, you will be my second person. And if I further extend the sentence and say I need to talk to you about her. So here her will become my third person. So now we'll be moving to our second pronoun, second type of pronouns, that is a relative pronoun. Now we are moving to our second most pronoun, that is, now here is the word relative. What does the word relative mean? Something that is relatable. Now the definition is pronouns that are used to join two sentences and tell us the relation with the noun that comes before it. Now example who, whom, which are called relative pronoun, where we are able to relate something. Example, I know the boy who lives there. Now who will be a pronoun that is called a relative pronoun when we are relating to things or events over there. Now let's see the second example. Sujit, who comes first in class, is loved by all. So here I am talking about Sujit. What I am trying to say is that Sujit, who comes first in class, is loved by all. Who again here becomes a relatable pronoun, a relative pronoun. how am I relating? The word who is relative pronoun. You are relating it to you and you are not asking a question over here. You are only relating it. Now let's move on to the third type of pronoun, that is our interrogative pronoun. Now what are interrogative pronoun? Now interrogative means to interrogate something, means to ask questions. Now define pronouns that are used to ask questions are called interrogative pronouns. So they are very simple. Let us see the first example. What is your name? Where do you live? So here the word what and where will be my pronoun and it will be termed as interrogative pronouns like whom, whose, which, where, how and etc. So now let's move to our fourth, that is reflexive pronouns. Now the reflexive pronoun. Now what do you mean by reflexive? You have already heard the word reflexive in science, I guess, right? Something that reflects back. So here's the definition. These pronouns that are used when the action done by the subject turns back or reflect on the subject. Now, wherever the action is happening, done by the subjects, turn back or reflects on the subject. That is very important. Now, let's see the example. Every morning I brush my teeth myself. So, what do you mean by the sentence I am talking about? Brushing my teeth. So, there is an action I performed. Brushing. So, here when it reflects back, so here myself means reflexive pronoun. It can never be used as a subject of a sentence also. We never use the reflexive pronoun as a subject. Now, let's move to our next type of pronoun, that is a demonstrative pronoun. Now, what is a demonstrative pronoun? So, let's talk about the word demonstrative first. What is the word demonstrative means? The word demonstrate means to show something. Pronouns that are used to show or indicate some nouns are called demonstrative nouns. Point something specific within a sentence. Now, let's see the example. This, those, that, etc. This is my garden. These are my book. I am showing that this, these, that belongs to me. So, let's see our next type of pronoun. That is our emphasizing pronoun. Now, what is a emphasizing pronouns? Now, the word emphasize means to give emphasis or to lay stress on something. Let's see, pronouns that are used to add emphasis and are called emphasizing pronouns. Example, I myself cleaned the room. So, the pronouns that lays a lot of stress. Now, students generally get confused between emphasizing and reflexive pronoun because they are mostly like each other. The same words are mostly used. Like I told you in my last example that every morning I brush my teeth myself. So this was the example I gave you in the reflexive pronoun. So there myself was the reflexive pronoun because I was reflecting it. But what if I play with the words and say I myself brush my teeth every morning? So here in the sentence I am putting more emphasis on more stress, so that will be termed as emphasizing pronoun, that I myself brush my teeth. So I hope the difference is clear. So let's move on to our next type of pronoun, that is a possessive pronoun. Pronouns that show possession. So here the word possessive means to possess something, to own something. Now, pronouns that shows possession. This bag is mine. His car is faster than mine. So mine over here is showing the possession. Next, we'll move to our next type of pronoun, that is indefinite pronoun. Now we are talking about indefinite pronoun. If you do not want to indicate exact person, place or things, you can use indefinite pronoun. So here we are not taking any specific person name, or we are using words like So we can use some other words like everyone, everybody, anyone, all, that indicates something. Example, everyone enjoyed the movie. Somebody ate my sandwich. So I hope I have cleared or you have understood the topic pronouns.